And hello. Hi, I'm James Howell, and this is Deltahead stream. Doing part two today of Silent Hill Origins, the um, prequel story to Silent Hill 1. Let's hop on here and open up chat. There we go. All right. So while we're letting people trickle in before I fire this up. So yeah, this has been a fantastic week because I got my copy of the, what month is this? Summer 1977 issue of Search magazine, the latest at that time of a series of magazines by Ray Palmer, a science fiction writer, who was responsible for spreading and, in many ways, creating a lot of the UFO mythology that dominated the 50s, 60s, and there would be no X-Files without him. And arguably, no UFO ending in Silent Hill either. So yeah, this is it's pretty exciting. I always really enjoy reading these. It's great to see that kind of mythology at its time of creation. And Ray Palmer himself is he's this amazing, just like hustler of this alternate world, this ulterior reality that undermines everything you know, whether it be the Shaver mystery of the Darrow and Tarot and these sort of like great underground caverns where degenerate robots are controlling our weather, or UFOs flying in the sky that are both extraterrestrial in origin and also subterranean in origin. All sorts of just crazy stuff. And it's a pleasure to read. It's a lot of fun. This one has actually Ray Bradbury in it. And I was really surprised at first to find out that Ray Palmer had scored a Ray Bradbury piece for his Flying Saucer magazine. Wouldn't be unheard of. But it turns out this was actually a lecture that Bradbury gave like a year before this publication, and probably was reprinted without his permission. So, because that's kind of how Ray Palmer rolls. And I mentioned this on my Twitter. I mean, I love Ray Bradbury. Ray Bradbury is amazing, an amazing writer, and just a fertile imagination. And you can, if you have to be on a treasure island with one book, with books by one author, because treasure is useless on Treasure Island. It would be Ray Bradbury. So he's asked like, why do we explore space? And within the first paragraph, right, he's writing. This is what he writes: I have a friend, Chuck Jones, the cartoonist, who calls me all the time with revelations he finds in dictionaries and all kinds of reference books he's reading. He called me on the phone and said, Ray, and I said, what? And he said, did you know? I said, no, tell me. He said, did you know that when they were building the Trans-Egyptian Railroad across Africa 100 years ago and they ran out of fuel, they would stop the locomotive, run into the nearest graveyard, steal mummies out of the tombs, bring them back, shove them into the firebox of the locomotive, and use them as fuel to cross Egypt late at night? And this is like part of Ray Bradbury's answer to why do we explore space, and that it kind of makes him, I mean, he was already my hero. That kind of just confirms that I'm making a right choice and that my life decisions are valid in a way that I never really appreciated before. So, let's hop on here. Ooh, that's way too loud. All right, there we go. All right. So, hello, one viewer. Good, that's giving you time to trickle in. So, we will go ahead and give a start. All right, that's where I need to go. I just need to close that. This PS2 is old as dirt. And it looks like it was subject to some amount of heat that wound up buckling the front plastic cover, so it's kind of a risky close there. There's our bewildering PAL territory language select. Oh, I love listening to that PlayStation 2 do its churn and grind as it loads that data. Very nostalgic. Reminds me of the Dreamcast, it is thinking. So when we last left Travis, he was in the psychiatric hospital after having made his trek to the regular hospital to find Alessa, who had recently gone through the whole fire business to try to tease out her latent power, Vidalia and the cult and Kaufman, etc. And we got a hot tip. We need to go to the psychiatric hospital, which is where Travis is now. And he is receiving hints via documents that he finds around that his mother was once here, and that, not really 100% sure what his deal is in all of this, but more likely than not, we're going to find out. Let's see. And, hold on a second, I gotta, as every stream must begin this way, I have to activate a toy to get my cat to calm down. Hey, kiddo. Oh, here she is. Badness personified. Come on. Alright, that should keep her occupied for at least 8 minutes, which I think is how long that thing stays on before it automatically shuts off. So that looks like it's just a fire hose holder, but it's very ominous. Very ominous nonetheless. It's kind of, wow, how many... It's a lot of fire hoses. There's our Flauros loading symbol. And what the hell is this? This is... Oh my god. Whoa, I am not doing great. Whew. Okay, that was was unexpected. Let's see if we can get a healing item here. Whew. That's a 3 Red Bull injury right there. What the? PlayStation 2, you doing alright there, buddy? Alright. Gotta trust you're okay there. Yeah, so I hate these things. And that is really, really pretty dang cool monster design. It looks like there is some sort of cage that almost looks like a girdle that is fitted to some kind of invisible, it looks like male physique. And when you shine the flashlight on it, the edges of the silhouette are blurred in very hazy outline as it staggers towards you. It does, in fact, bleed, and it looks like on the ground the shadow body is still casting a shadow on the ground. I think that is a two-dimensional image on the ground. Anyway, again, Silent Hill Origins has some cool stuff in it. That being one of it. That being one of its cool stuff. Come on, fella. So we have nurses, and wow, we are already in some kind of hell. Dude, do the stomp, or whatever that is. Jesus, these nurses are much more aggressive. Thank you. Whew. Last time we played this, we had some problems with Travis. Like, you have to do the finishing blow on them, and we had trouble with Travis detecting the enemy to do the finishing blow on when you had others around. So I'm glad that turned out as it did. I gotta say, even for an era where like smoking was normalized enough that you would do it inside at a hospital, that's a lot of cigarette machines. All right. How's my... That weapon is close to falling apart. Hi, Toe. It's good to see you. How are you tonight? Well, tonight here. Adjust as necessary. Okay. Archive Library Admin, that sounds like a fantastic place to go for lore. Which is what every trucker is looking for. Oh man, looks like the only thing I have access to ultimately is the archive. Don't like, not a fan of this angle, and I'm not a fan of what that shadow implies, because that suggests one of those girdle shadow monsters. That I'm absolutely not a fan of. Or it's just weird shadows. In light of the recent accident, I am barring the use of the iron lung equipment. This applies to all staff, including senior nurses. Patient deaths during therapy are not to be treated lightly. I find it hard to believe that someone could accidentally overload every valve in this equipment, and so until the inquiry has concluded, I must assume the equipment itself is at fault. These precautions are essential. We owe a duty of care to all of our patients, even the difficult ones. Dr. Harris. All right. Broken iron lung? Buddy, I am in. I see these directions here, and it looks like number 4 says have fun. So that's slightly ominous. And good work there. Also kind of ominous how the end of the iron lung casing kind of looks like almost like old third eye iconography, right? With this sort of like the eyelid over it. Excellent. No, catching up on sleep, anything that you can do to use this time to sort of like catch up on general health stuff, excellent use of time. I myself have been trying to sleep better, but natural habits of, you know, when midnight and 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. roll around, just I like the momentum of the evening and I keep going with it, and then I want to wake up at 8 so I can take advantage of the morning, and it's just a wreck. Okay, let's see how this works. All right. Guessing everything needs to be pointing up. Pardon me. Well, I kind of did it. But apparently that's not the right answer. Oh, excellent. I just had to overload it. That is kind of a cool angle. All right, let's see here. What description do I have for the key? There we go. Basement access. Kind of expecting to get jumped now that I've solved the puzzle. Not happy about the bracing that I'm doing right now. Yep. Well, not jumped, exactly, but, oh god, it's one of the girdle things. I am out of here, buddy. I am not out of here. Okay. I'm gonna run past everything. Oh, wow, I really hate the sounds they make. It's always a little distressing when you're playing your favorite survival horror franchise, and you discover that this particular version now allows multiple types of enemies in the same area on the same screen. So typically if you see like a nurse, you can kind of assume, oh, well, at least the only thing I have to worry about here is nurses. And then the franchise develops, and you can have more than one enemy there, so you kind of know less about what's coming, and it really sucks. Okay, so I have a basement access key. Maybe I should use it. Pardon. like female hydrotherapy is my ultimate goal. That is, I am sure, where Travis's mom had some not very modern psychiatric help offered to her. Let's go ahead and see what the basement looks like. Is there anything over here? Any med kits? Things that look like med kits? Alright, nifty. Ammo. Let's go ahead and load that up. Having fired a target pistol before, I am not confident at all that it is going to do much more than annoy a monster. They typically have very little kickback, indicating their strength. Oh my god, there's more things here. Okay. Okay, ambient buzzing sound. I can dig it. Guessing I'm gonna have to wind up going to these things at some point. This looks like it is a general all-access area for making a quick trip to different parts of the building without having to load a lot of areas. Is it? Oh, there we go. Can I grab this filing cabinet? Brutal deduction, Travis. That's good. Okay, it looks like this place was mainly a weapons closet. Okay, it only goes up to 6. Alright, there's a girdle enemy, and I'm gonna have to deal with that. Oh god! Jesus. Camera angle, help me! No! Okay, weapon is not working out. No! Oh, buddy! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. Okay. When Travis dies, he hears the lone bellow of a truck on the road. I think that probably is going to set us back to the save point, and we're not going to go through all of that again with the same level of tension. We're going to run through and get the things we know we need to get. And while we're loading up, I'm going to take care of this cat again. The toy is an amazing piece of work. It's basically a Christmas tree skirt that surrounds a, I don't know, it's sort of like a little knob that has a motor with a stick sticking out of it that spins around. And, yes, it's not dealing with you. You press the button and it goes for 8 minutes and sort of does kind of like a very jerking motion. It's basically the equivalent, if you've ever had cats, of like running your feet underneath a blanket at night, and the cat really liking to attack that. Is it this one? This was over here. There we go. And so yeah, it basically simulates that. And the cat loves it. It is like TV. Even if she is too tired to attack it, she will go for it. Downside is it does only go for like 8 minutes. So she has to be entertained otherwise. Okay. Remember, got all of them straight up. Then clock them all over. No, that's not right. There we go. Pardon. So something I am going to remember, but not mark on my map again because I don't want to deal with that nonsense, is that to the left here is a door that requires a key to open, meaning I should probably come back here. Oh, no, 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 I can't see where I'm going. Oh man, the stun lock on that thing is just brutal. All right. Oh wow, I've got a lot of ammunition. Okay. So that looks like some kind of toolbox, plank of wood, plumber pipe. Actually got a lot of stuff in Travis's pockets here. So I guess I'm going to try and use that target pistol for the sort of shadow girdle enemies. See if I can get rid of them before I get close enough to be stun locked. Oh, okay, cool. That's how you can change that. Did I not get the basement key? Apparently I didn't get the basement key. Alright, back to it. I am just going to shoot this dude now. Alright, 6 shots. That does it. Hi, Nindif. How are you doing tonight? We're doing part 2 of Silent Hill Origins. Making our way through a psychiatric hospital in Silent Hill, which is always a great idea. Oh no, I'm tired! Oh no, 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 no! Okay. Turns out smoking like 2 packs a day while you're driving from San Diego to St. Louis is doesn't leave you in the best physical condition to be outrunning monstrosities in a haunted town. Yeah, let's go ahead and prevent that from happening again. Which does make me wonder if the, I guess, like time situation in Silent Hill lets tobacco go stale, or if it captures and preserves it, or just makes it automatically stale. Probably the latter, because that's the least desirable outcome. But yes, what is the effect of Silent Hill's Otherworld on perishables? And can it be used as specialized refrigeration storage? Really don't want to go down that hallway with whatever that is. Back to our supply closet. And here, we are once again back on the cusp of our progress. Wow! It sounds so annoyed. I know there's one to my left. Thank you. There's a whole lot of nonsense that I am not intending to deal with. Travis has got some serious hammer space in that trucker vest. I'm actually curious. I don't know if hammer space is a word that's really used much anymore for this. It's the that old cartoon idea of having basically like a bottomless pocket, where you know, Bugs Bunny could just pull a hammer out of nowhere. That is. Well, what was the point then? That is definitely Travis's setup here. Okay, well shoot, that was just a waste of a lot of ammo and resources. That's the way it goes. Okay. Oh God. Jesus. I was expecting something closer to dog and less in the dog slug neighborhood of monstrosity. Okay. You know, since I've cleared this out, I might as well go down this way. How are we looking down here? Well, we do have a return to those awesome camera angles. I swear Viper, Heavy Viper, in last week's stream identified the name of this kind of film technique, but I have since forgot it, and he appears not to be here to remind us. But whatever it's named, it's cool. I like it, and I think more horror games should take advantage of this. Is this a flush the key down the sewage puzzle? Dutch angles, thank you. Yeah, I am gonna say that I'm gonna need to flush a toilet and come get a key. Now, certainly no one said that making it out of Silent Hill is glamorous, but at the very least, Travis is going to have the option to, you know, send the key down and then retrieve rather than pull a James Sunderland and reach in. Okay. Long hallway, upstairs. Oh, God. God, the meat cleaver is brutal. I love it. I wish I had more of them. Now, this is actually pretty interesting in terms of dramatic presentation, because again, because this was a PSP port of Silent Hill Origins, you can't actually control the vertical angle of the camera. You can only adjust where it's pointing if it allows you to by tapping L1. So I've got this long hallway that I would really like to see a lot more down, but it will not like lift that up. So even though I do have some control over the camera, it prevents me from being able to see everything that I would certainly like to down the way. Which is pretty nifty. Alright, second staircase, that's cool. Let's finish exploring the basement first, though. This is a long hallway with several storage units. And that circles back around to the West Pipe Room. Okay. Looks like if I am to have access to the other side, I probably need to come down a different staircase. I was talking about this game with a friend earlier today, and Travis, being a very down-to-earth fella, made me kind of, you know, every character who goes into Silent Hill at some point reaches this threshold of introspection and self-realization, ideally overcomes some sort of trauma, escapes healed, having gone through the Jacob's Ladder process of purifying bad memory. And I would really like it if there were a character that were just was not prone to introspection, and even if the symbolism in Silent Hill was just like this trumpet blare of just like of obvious meaning, just would not get it. Like you know, Travis wandering around and thinking internally to himself, like, well, this reminds me of that hospital that I had really bad memories in as a kid. Weird. And then just doesn't get it whatsoever. Waltzes back out of Silent Hill, having learned nothing. I think that would be possibly a good approach to an anti-Silent Hill Silent Hill. No! Run, 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 run! Oh man. Okay. I don't really have the time to do kind of a quick change there. Oh, okay, I can just do it here by the menu. Well, it is a little anticlimactic. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Thank you, please, dude, do the stomp. Together we can do this. All right, together we did it. Maybe not the way I wanted to, but good enough. Wow. Travis is this is clearly the epilogue in Travis's life of a long and possibly tortured process of getting off cigarettes. There's nothing in there for me. Or maybe it just doesn't have his brand. You know, a lot of possibilities there. Well, got some creepy music and a mirror, and I know this is my ticket to the other world. Not 100% satisfied with that, but maybe there's a save point somewhere around here before I do that. Oh, female hydrotherapy. That is one of my targets. Cool. Oh god, I hate these rooms where the camera angle is facing you, so you can't see anything that your character is looking at. It's brutal on the nerves. This looks like a grabbable object, but controls say no. Oh, cool, it's a save room. I am glad I checked it out. Water is boiling. Key at the bottom, but there's no way I can reach it without scalding myself. Okay. Well, let's, what is this marking on the floor? It's like possibly somebody dragging themselves away from it. There we go. There's my key. Although weird, I mean, I've never been near a hydrotherapy tub before, but I think they use like a commode flushing sound for that. It's just funny. The player gets what's going on, the symbolism, the character absolutely does not. Yeah, and you know, I'm kind of thinking about this. A lot of times, I'm thinking like Silent Hill 2 in particular, Toe. Um, you know, we witnessed James going through the process of sort of like finding all the symbols for his, you know, doomed marriage and following trauma. But we only really see at the end, we only see him act in a way that that really shows that he gets it, right? There are a few stops in between, but it's only at the end that he shows that he was with us all along and he was processing the same things. So you could just, I mean, I think if you wanted that to succeed, you'd maybe have to signal it a little louder, but in a way, like they kind of almost already do that. All right, buddy. Yes, do it. Thank you. I think your ending depends on how many monsters you kill. I might be going for the bad ending here. Because I want them all to die. Well, rip. It is a lot brighter than I remember it being on the other side of that mirror. Though I have to say the effect, can't really see it because of the camera, but the effect on seeing like Travis's silhouette against a very crisp and like visually clear background is kind of nice. Is this another creepy doll? It looks like another creepy doll. Can I use it as a melee item? I would like to use it as a melee item. Alright. We're in the other world. Got some static on the screen. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn right back around. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to get that key because it's probably going to wind up being relevant in the other world. And it's just going to be dumb to travel through everything only to realize I need that. You know, the load times in this game are kind of longer than expected, even when you're moving within menus. And I'm actually wondering, listening to my PS2 kind of chug a little bit, how much of that owes to the hardware or how much owes to the, you know, maybe a not greatly optimized port of the game. Okay. So down and to the left. It does make sense that your attack and your run actions share a stamina resource, but for the sake of fun, I kind of wish they didn't. Here we go. Oh man, is it not here? Huh. Well, alright then. Maybe it shows up in the other world sewer somehow. Were you my way? When I see this stuff, I get why the whole place is so dark. I like that they are assigning those environmental observations to his character. That makes it feel like he, rather than just some cipher, is actually in Silent Hill. Oh, catch your breath. It does seem a little strange that Travis has not yet wondered where his truck is. Granted, he did travel through a mirror, so probably that's one of the lesser things that's on his mind, but still, it seems like something that you would, want to keep tabs on. Okay. I hate it already. Oh, God. Thank God. All right. See how much of the space we have access to now. That is interesting. Looks like there's a drawing of a couple of kids and a mother. Is that something I can look at? No. I, in fact, cannot. Right? I mean, having a truck is the very definition of being a trucker. So, you know what? Maybe we're thinking about this wrong. Maybe he's just not a good trucker. That is a possibility I can allow. Oh God! What? Who is it? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Jesus. I wouldn't be so scared of those things if they didn't have such a quick quick attack, and if they didn't like stagger you so viciously. Pardon me. Okay. More Dutch angles. More bullets. This looks suspiciously like the drainage room. Oh, no. This is the staircase. Okay. It just had a similar camera angle. And, oh! They've got another save point here, very close to the last one. Okay. All right. Everything seems good and fine. Would like this not to change. The music is saying otherwise. Strange depression carved in the door. Looking at it makes my head feel numb. That's interesting. I wonder if I can get a broader look at it. In fact, I cannot, but that does look like the female symbol. The circle and that. But it also has a couple of extra appendages which don't suggest the male symbol attached to it. So maybe it's just a stylized thing. Hey Boogle, how are you doing? And don't worry, I wouldn't have answered you anyway. Oh wait, that's the end of the hallway, okay. Granting clarity is not something I think of as my style. Defending my honor online? Why, thank you. You, sir, are a gentleman. Oh my...
I've always hated you! You and your devil son!
Oh God, Helen! My dear Helen! You really are dead! What will I do?
Well, I'm guessing that Travis is the devil's son. And maybe that was his dad. I'm guessing Helen was his mom. A famous copying one of my essays. I think that must have been so long ago I've forgotten. But thank you. I appreciate that. I do like I do like attribution to the things that I create. I have been punching things in this game, yes. Lately though, I've been swinging objects that are held in my fists, so it's kind of like punching. I'm gonna advance that theory. Okay, well thank you for letting me know. I will, I'll check up on that later. Oh God! Oh no, come on now. Please let me win these weird hard to parse QuickTime events. Oh God! Oh jeez. Okay, it's behind me. It's behind me. I'm running very slowly. There we go. There's your punch. There's your kick. Whew. Okay. Yeah, he has a lot of the same insecurities and fears that James did. Looks like he also had a serious problem with nurses. And there's also a sort of dog thing that looks suspiciously like the kind of thing that Heather had to fight in the mall in Silent Hill 3. He's just a regular, just a bouquet of Silent Hill trauma. Get ready to inhale that sweet, sweet scent of series recognition. Collective unconscious. I mean, I would, but I'm just not that interested in knowledge. Not really my brand, Boogle. Bottle for medicinal alcohol, made with thick, heavy glass. I mean, just okay. Let's just look at this thing here. This is giant. This is like, I think, beyond industrial size usage. This is like medicinal alcohol for giants. And their skin knees the size of canyons. This is a very Paul Bunyan situation. Right, it's like a protein powder tub. Let's see. Okay. Again. Suspiciously dramatic camera angle. Not letting me have a lot of the environmental awareness I sure would like right now. Oh, but there's a mirror and an extremely well-lit bathroom. Oh god, I've got to run into the damn thing. Wait, what do you call it? Cubicle. Cubicle. Well, I guess that says a lot about Travis's attitude toward office work, doesn't it? Morning, Ark. It's good to see you. How are you? Okay. Got my crowbar in the shower, as you do. Dark and cold into the metal grate. Okay. This is not as well lit as I was led to believe it would be. Okay, not targeting an enemy, so that's good. Okay. Maybe... I'm pretty sure that was the same sound effect that accompanied the emptying of the iron lung. But it is a little weird that there are at least 2 water drainage key puzzles in the same level. Bring my son. Bring my son what? I'm sorry. I need a direct object here. These are not tank controls, no. This is spinning around. And the reason why that is, so let's see if I've got it here. Yeah, let's just look at this. Because this is a PSP port, let's see. Bring me Peter Pan. Okay, so what you're saying here is that the villain of this Silent Hill is Captain Hook, which I'm prepared to believe and embrace. So yeah, the controls on the original, these right here correspond to your weapon switching. This would be the only thing left for movement, and these of course are your face buttons and your tappity taps. So yeah, that's why this one doesn't have that. I like tank controls. In these adventure games, I find that I flushed the toilet. The ringing noise has stopped. Anything that was stuck in there has been flushed down through the system. Cool. Thank you, Travis. I now understand how toilets work. Oh God. All right. Maybe I can catch it by surprise. feel like I've got an awful lot of grain here for... There we go. Did I bait him into attacking me and then back out of it? Yes, that's the secret. God. The sound design on those are good. I find that genuinely upsetting. Looks worse than DMC3. You're right. These are like the Shadow Kids all grown up. But no, I remember. I don't know. I feel like the floating brace. I feel like the floating brace adds a nice element to it. Gives it something that I can sort of imagine that shadow creature being lodged inside. But yeah, as far as tank controls go, I do prefer them in games with fixed camera angles, simply because it, as I think Ark is implying, games don't usually detect what direction you want to continue going in super well once it changes. So yeah. It's also, excuse me, it's also very good for adventure games where you have to smear your character's face against every wall in order to thank God, in order to find necessary things. Throw the big bottle at something? I mean, I'm just saving it because I like to save the bottles. I'm just being honest with you. Travis is going to take that home. He's going to clear off space over the kitchen sink. He's going to use that glue gun to get the label off. He's going to start putting pennies and quarters in there, and then more pennies, and then he's going to want to get to the quarters, but they're buried into the pennies, so he's going to have to try to find some way of getting them out without dumping it all over the floor. And he's going to wind up breaking it. We know he's going to wind up breaking it. That's how it always turns out, but that has not stopped him a single day in his life. That is how Travis rolls. His quarters. It's part of the same thought there, if you follow me. I'm not sure why my health is going down. I don't think I've taken that much damage, and I'm not, like, maybe exerting hurts me? Again, not selling the notion that he has not been smoking 2 packs a day for like 3 years. I mean, if you were planning on using this as like part of your home decoration, you would cradle it gently as well. Bring me my son. Actually, it's just bring my son. I don't think it said me, which is why it's funny to me. Bring my son. And yes, this is his son. This is his son. This is his true son, and that is his nephew. Friend's kid. Also his son. Hard to admit that one, though. Big goofy bottle, perfect inclusion. Yes. I think you're right. Let's see, how much ammo am I carrying here? I want to find my map. Alright. So this puts me down on the first floor. That's very good. I'm going to go save my game. Wooden Floros? Oh yeah. Well, actually, I've got something here. Oh, wait. What is it? Alright, here we go, Ethan. This one's for you. Oh god, it didn't do it. It just made him mad. Oh god. Go, 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 go! Oh, no, 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 no! Buddy, you gotta heal up. It started out like a really good idea. Still a pretty good idea. I'm just gonna own it. But we're getting out of here. All right. Jesus. The HP on this thing. I know. I think the shadow enemy is extra neat because if you look at him here on the ground, he's still casting the shadow. It's actually flat on the ground. I think it's really cool how, like, they keep it up. They don't just like rematerialize it. Okay, which way was I going before I lost everything? By which I mean the bottle. When that bottle broke, so did my heart. I'm going to stagger this save because just in case you don't want to go for that bottle run. I kind of think that a good novelty run idea for this game would be a 100% bottle inventory run where you use only your fists, you only collect bottles, so at the end you've just got like this giant trucker coat full of alcohol bottles. And not the kind that he's got rolling around on the floor of the passenger side of his cab. The real kind. Cool. I do feel genuinely cheated, though. I feel like that alcohol bottle should have floored him. Okay. So we're going into here. Nope. Should have bounced off back into your hands. Yeah, along with a slide whistle sound. It's one of those novelty giant alcohol bottles, that classic prank. Confuse your friends, surprise your enemies. It's got like tied to a little ring on his finger like a yo-yo. Just pull it back right before it makes contact. They were heavily sued. Dr. Harris has the key. All right. Wait, have I been in here? No, it just happens to look the same as all the other hospital rooms. Patient belongings key. All right, more pistol ammo. Baton. And a letter. Oh, I'm guessing the baton, based off this, I'm guessing this probably belonged to an abusive orderly. Medication, seclusion patients, no incidents. Harris morning rounds, no incidents. A visit for Mrs. Plot Relevant from her husband. Took her into the empty door room so she would feel more comfortable. Has attacked her husband. During the visit, she had a violent episode and attempted to throttle him. She was heard screaming by myself. Screaming and the attending orderly, and we managed to restrain her, though it took 3 of us despite her being a female of slight build. After we sedated her and took her back to her room, Dr. Harris examined her and decided to reinstate her dose of epolinium. Epolinium. After the incident with Mrs., the other patients have become agitated and restless. Harris has ordered a lockdown. So it looks like Travis's mom incited a... All right, I got a table lamp. Has incited a ward-wide riot. Definitely not because it is one of the creepiest things I could possibly have in my inventory. No, that's absolutely not the reason. I'm leaving it here in case someone comes looking for it. All right. Now I can go get that key. And seriously hope that there's nothing spawned behind this door. Okay, that's good. We want to go down and into the east pipe room. Cool. Oh, wait, that's the front. Come on, Travis, you can punch your way out of this. Just like high school. Get him. Please do the thing, do like the one thing that kills it that I'm telling you to do. Cool. Great. How much did that cost us? Not insignificant. Definitely is definitely telling me that my next strategy is going to be running past horrors rather than engaging. I'm not 100% certain what the ideal angle of approach is for doing the stomp attack, or the finishing blow. Oh, you're kidding me. I need to use the fishing hook that I caught my first traumatic fish on, and I don't know, the hair from the head of a firstborn child. Definitely the only things you can use to reach through a grate in Silent Hill. Let's see. So I really hope that thing stays dead, otherwise that was definitely a useless detour in violence. Like a worm dog face with a human butt. Am I looking at something over here? A health drink? I hope. It seems not. Alright. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick water break. Enjoy looking at the map. All right. So one of the things that's curious about this level is, let's see, how can I back out of the zoom here? I mean, looking at the size of the map, right? There are a lot of areas I can't access, and it kind of gives the impression that the level is much larger than it actually is. But the weird thing is that, hi, Frigid Mirth, it's good to see you. But the weird thing is that this level actually organically is larger than the first hospital. It just, it's just, so if they had just like made a map that was kind of closer to that in size, then it would have told me that, oh yes, this is a larger area. But there's this sort of inflation with these whole subrooms that I can't enter, which I mean does have narrative value, right? Lets you know that this is a curated experience, customized especially for Travis's own neuroses and traumas. So, anyway, I think it's just the notion of a map that lets you know very clearly that there is a lot in this world that you can't see is interesting. So let's see, where am I going? Pardon me. There is something there in the women's bathroom. Is there a puzzle that I missed? How are you tonight, Frigid Mirth? Okay. Oh, that's just the commode, which I have already used. Oh, you know what, Ark, you were right. It says "Bring me my son." That makes my joke not work. Because, yes, it does have the sun as the direct object. Okay. So, where have we to go? Left and then somewhere? Of course not. Okay. Yakisoba. That sounds good. Sounds good. I have not eaten dinner yet, and that is making me consider my options. And yeah, the person writing on the blood, they probably forgot, like, classic editing mistake. You forget the indirect object. You're like, oh, I got to put that in there. So you go back, but you only got so much blood left. So the last word is fainter than the first two, and your message just comes across in, unprofessional. Um, which of us hasn't been there? Okay. Okay, so I still have yet to go down. Save point. I don't think I've actually accomplished anything other than wasted resources, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm definitely more on the ropes here than I thought I would be on normal difficulty. Probably the answer is to fight less and just run through. Okay. Oh, it's already marked off. Approaching something violent. I have nary a clue. Oh, this is quite a lot. Excellent. Treasure dead end. Good dungeon design. Thank you very much. I learned about that from Dungeon Man in Earthbound. If you have a dead end, more often than not, put a treasure chest there and make the person feel like they have accomplished something. Always go left. Brick Road, thank you. I was he called Dungeon Man and also Brick Road, or am I misremembering? Oh. So this is a dead end, but a treasure-filled dead end. So I am grateful. Oh God, I remember the sewer sections of Dead Souls. They're aggravating, but they're also like one of the best places if you've got if you're using um, Goto Ryuji. That's right. Yeah, Goto Ryuji. If you're using him with his arm cannon, that's like one of the best places to line up a bunch of headshots in and get that achievement. I remember. Yeah, I remember that too. Broke my heart. I would like to go back and finish the Amon boss fight sometime. All right, let me go back through and see what I have yet to do in the other world, or in this case, the primary world, that I haven't, because I feel like I'm missing an item that I need to get that key out of the grate. I mean, I know I am, but just to check, do I have any key items that I'm overlooking using? Patient belongings room. Okay, that's my next stop. Oh, is this where I think it is? How can I zoom out here? Oh. Oh, that's the other world map. Gotcha. Okay. There we go. Patient belongings. Oh God, it's that room. Oh no, wait, that's the front. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, cool. We have direction. Yeah, I was thinking about streaming Dead Souls, though I remember the main game on that being something like 20 hours? I don't know, a game of that length for as frequently as I stream single games would just be like a month and a half's investment at best. The only Dead Souls lovers in the world? I mean, it's entirely possible. I just think that game is so ridiculous. And, I mean, fighting the equivalent of a liquor at the Camarocho Hills near finished construction site is it's a magical experience. Okay. Yes. Maybe. I do kind of remember, you know, it might have been complete, but you know, just the state that it's in the game. Hold on, I can't remember spatial things for the life of me. There we go. Um, because of the state that it was in during the game, it might have just seemed incomplete because it was wrecked all to hell. I don't know. I know Heavy Viper is a big Yakuza fan. Heavy Viper, what if you are around? What is your take on Dead Souls as a game, as an experience, and as a way of life? Oh god. No, 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 no. Thank you. Sound design on those is extremely effective. Because I absolutely want nothing to do with anything that makes that noise. Wasn't this... Oh, wait. What? Oh, wait. No, no, no. Okay, cool. Left. Pushing the engine to do things it was not very good at doing. Yes, I think that's fair. For sure. Oh, yes, shotgun ammo, a letter, a typewriter. See, this is the kind of person that I imagine Travis ultimately being. There's like a typewriter on which lore is written, and then there's the lore itself, and he's much more interested in the heavy object because that's the kind of person he is, and is willing to leave the lore behind and learn nothing. Degraded dramatically in the last few months, her fantasies of a mirror world had become more acute, and she spends more and more time in an apparent catatonic state. She claims during this time she is in the other world. Full recollection of her attack on her son, but shows no remorse. Seems proud, smug, of her attempted filicide. I am worried that this behavior could be a side effect of the increased doses. I've asked for her dose to be halved and hope to see positive results. Well, good luck. I am sure she turned out well, as anyone in a Silent Hill asylum would. Please, someone have left like a Monster energy drink in here. Ooh, I don't think I like this. Don't think I like this at all. Is there anything here for Travis? Travis asks. Hopefully. Oh yeah, is that a shotgun barring the door? I think it is. These... Well, I don't really like that sound. Alright, thanks, Boogle. Good luck with your Outbreak stream, and I'll try to catch it later. And yeah, if anybody likes Resident Evil Outbreak, Boogle's streams are top-notch stuff. I really don't like... what I'm seeing here. Oh god! This seems very unfair. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Huh. So this is strange. I don't know if this is like a vibration function. But this seems to match the rhythm of the red border. I'm going to hold this up to the camera so you can hear it. And I don't know if that's coming across exactly in time for you as it is me, but I'm actually wondering if that is like some like minor, the most minor level of rumble possible. Um, that applies. Like, I think I'm really screwed here. All right, here we go. Okay. I really hope I didn't use like boss grade ammunition on two monsters that I might have been able to normally kill otherwise, but I have a feeling that because they gave me the shotgun right before I was meant to do that. I'm really hoping. It is still doing it. I'm never going to be able to reach this door. I guess it's supposed to be embedded? How strange. Yes, toe, exactly. You know, I don't. A little embarrassed to admit that I didn't make that connection, the heartbeat sound, but I think you're exactly right. Oh, I see why he won't be able to reach the door. It's across this sort of pit. I'm really hoping they're kind enough to give me some health here. Because right now, all I've got is an energy drink. That is not going to do me much good at all. Oh, thank God. Here we go. Let's see how much this heals me for. Back to almost full, thank God. It's time to be a little more careful with our protagonist's health here. What are these supposed to be? These look like they could be like screen partitions or oh, it is a screen partition. Gotcha. All right. Let's go. Let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the lobby and God help us get attacked. Okay. Please. Okay, cool. Kind of hear something. I'm actually pretty nervous right now. Because I don't feel in a super great position to get attacked. I'm fine on ammo, but I know that if I screw this up, I'm not near a save point, and I can't really heal. Music is encouraging. Uh... Let me try that other door in the East Solarium, and maybe there's something in there for me. Switch to my gun. What? I think we, oh, it's like QA missed that one. Let's see. All right. That was the right choice, because I am not dealing with that. Excellent. Good supply run. Okay. It's not the save room I hoped for, but it'll do to get us to a good save point. Which we're still good to stream for a while longer. I just would like a little bit of the old emotional security. Maybe let's try laundry storage. Laundry? Is this a thing? It is not a thing. Okay. Incident report. That's funny that, I mean, they're blocking out the names, but at this point it's, I mean, you can just kind of infer who that belongs to. Just checking, it is stopped since healing. Gas has been turned off. Attempted to gas herself in the child. Uncooperative. Kill the devil child. Helen has not been well for a while. That is, I am just envisioning that spoken with the careful pronunciation of a man who has been living with this for a long time. Friend, what is your head indicating? Because it certainly is telling me there's something useful. So just to double check and see if I've got that. Yeah, his head is definitely targeting something over here. Maybe it was just a leftover marker or something that they didn't clear out. Cool. Oh, right. Can't do that. So it is upstairs. Yeah, this entire area is sealed off. Kind of further emphasizing how the map fluffs out the level design. Because I'm pretty sure I don't think you reach a. I don't think you reach a point. Ooh, I don't like these sounds. I don't think you reach a point where you enter into any hallway with individual padded cells, suggesting that they just don't have even that template anywhere. Yeah, piggybacking on a point that Boogle brought up, you know, the inherited Silent Hill monster designs are so-so, just because they've been done so much at this point. But that new monster design is very effective. How much ammo do I have left? Good, 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 good. Hopefully this can take me to a save point, please. Well-worn and uninteresting. Oh, the stories this desk could tell. None of them are worth hearing. Yeah, right? And it really is a pleasure to find a new Silent Hill enemy that works. Wow, it's even uninteresting in the real world. Hey, Mode 7, how are you tonight? Okay, save point. I think, yes, good. Put my nerves at ease. Hitman. That is a good series, I hear. I've never actually played it myself, but I think it's by the CD Projekt folks who did the Witcher 3, which, besides the Hitman series' general reputation, does speak well for it. IO Interactive? What else have they... Oh, wait! I think they did something else that I played recently that I'm not remembering exactly what it was. It might have been a Silent Hill game? I don't know. Frigid Mirth, the premise of this game is that... So, this is set before the events of Silent Hill 1. This story is kind of setting up the cult plot that runs through Silent Hills 1 and 3 and then after. Kane and Lynch, that's it. Thank you. That is what I was trying to think of. Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days is an excellent game. It's very good, and if you can play it multiplayer, its design really shines through there. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, kind of like one of the things in Silent Hill 1 is that Dahlia sets her daughter Alessa on fire in order to trigger Alessa's true form and spiritual power, etc. So in this one, your character is Travis. He's an out-of-town trucker who happens to be driving through. He's stopped by Alessa's ghost. He saves Alessa from the fire. And now he is caught in Silent Hill, trying to find out what happened to the burned child that he rescued. All the while now returning to discover that he himself was a child from this area and is suffering from repressed trauma that can only be released in Silent Hill. So that's kind of where we are right now. They show up in Hitman 5. Really? That's neat. Yeah, I bought a PS3 copy of Kane and Lynch Dead Men for like $4. Disc was horribly scratched, and I managed to I played through the first level, managed to load up the second, and it loaded up with all of the textures gone, so it looked like this weird ice cream, no texture, but still with shadows and dynamic lighting uh, affair, and it looked like a pseudo game. Anyway, ever since then, I have not been able to replicate that particular bug. And also, I cannot get it to load past the first level, so I think that disc is unfortunately shot. But I do love me some broken games, and that seems like it was probably a characteristic of that particular disc, so maybe isn't something that probably isn't something that can be really pinned on the programming, but it was fun nonetheless. Haven't played many Silent Hill, Mirth. Many Silent Hills. Yeah, they're solid games. They're one of my favorite series. Silent Hill 2 is probably objectively the best out of all of them, whereas Silent Hill 1 is my favorite. I would say if you want to taste what the series is best at, Silent Hill 2 is the place to jump in. This is another kid's drawing that is not something that I need to analyze. It appears so. Okay, I'm in the pipe room. And maybe now I can access that grate. Oh, okay, there's no grate in the other world, and the key is also there. So, okay. Let's see here. There we go, good. Looked like it said that I went offline. Which, if so, was not intentional. Okay, there's a storage. There's that dead end, which could, well... Ah, Jesus. Okay. The shout that thing gives off is fairly distressing in its own regard, but it also kind of almost comically sounds like it just like stubbed its toe. Like for the third time in a row. Yeah, Dog Days is excellent. I was thinking about doing a stream of Dead Men back to back with Dog Days, just because Kane and Lynch Dog Days is just, it's so well made. And it's also, anti-hero is the exact wrong word. It's just like, these are just a couple of guys who cannot, for their own lives, make a single good decision. It's it's very darkly funny, and it's brilliant in a lot of ways. It's hard to do dark comedy well, especially in a video game. I feel, at least. Maybe let me put it another way. It's hard to do dark comedy in a way that I enjoy in a video game. and I appreciate that they do it well. Yeah, Dead Man is blander. It winds up feeling a bit like the kind of generic shooter that you see portrayed on TV shows that are trying to convey this is a video game. Kind of like from the mid aughts. It has a very generic feel, but it's a it's neat enough, and I like Dog Days, so it's the sort of thing that I like the sequel, so I'm willing to give it a shot. Okay. This is the other world. Okay. Archive. What was this key that I just got? Interview archives. All right. It is back to the normal world with us. Nothing here worth lugging around, Travis says, with his pockets full of portable TVs and what have we got here? Filing cabinets, lamps, typewriters. Travis, I think you're being coy. Everything is worth lugging around. Actually, Viper, I kind of want to say, I remember I played Dog Days online with a couple of folks from that old game community that we used to be part of, and I kind of think I might have played Dog Days co-op with you at some point. I don't remember. It would have been like 10 plus years ago. Jeez. Archives. Ah, you own it. That pleases me more than maybe it should. Right, wait, no, did I? Okay, next floor up. Okay, maybe I'm thinking about Metal Gear Online. Actually, I'm certain I'm thinking about Metal Gear Online. So I kind of don't want to deal with that thing at the end of the hallway. So, here we go. Yeah, those are some good times. Being able to play. Oh, damn it. Being able to play on the Japanese servers with you was one of the highlights of that time. So, likewise, those are good memories. Yeah, yeah, Silent Hill is. Ooh.
I had to do it.
You had to. Please, help me understand.
That's what you do, Pet. That's what you do, isn't it? He was a pet. Oh, he was a bad boy. Always has been. I tried to pretend he wasn't, but they were there to make sure I didn't forget.
They?
The people in the mirrors. They see it all. What's really going on.
And it was their idea?
Yes. They saw the devil inside of him. I had to kill him. My responsibility. My flesh and blood. I brought him into this world, so I had to take him out of it. Good wounds can bear bad sons. I know you think what I did was wrong.
I just wanted to understand. Helen.
No. You want to keep me locked up, Doctor. But you can't. I can leave. leave whenever I want. I can step through that mirror and into their world. This world is just a daydream.
Helen?
When will they bring me my boy?
Oh God. I don't think I would be able to see that creepy drawing on the wall as clearly as possible had it not been for that particular visual filter. Um, yeah, yeah. The visuals in the Silent Hill games are spot on. You know, they especially earlier games they pioneered that kind of look and really capture what, excuse me, some of the best things that can be conveyed by it. I am kind of understanding now more about how Travis's backstory here overlaps with the main story. And this is actually pretty interesting because, you know, he is maybe the ideal person to sympathize with Alessa because his mother tried to kill him as well. Um, I think his mother perceived him as a devil, as something kind of supernaturally evil, which, you know, Alessa's mom, Dahlia, certainly, if not perceiving her as evil, definitely recognizes something's up. Yeah, Viper, there is a Metal Gear Online 2 revival. There are fan servers that are up that, unfortunately, at this point, are so filled with people who play the game regularly that it is almost impossible to play on pickup and do well. But those exist, and it is a lot of fun to just kind of nostalgically go back and, you know, hop into a game of Sneak and play as Otacon, rolling around. Yes, I will absolutely present the bottle. Let me see if I can find a good angle for you. I don't know if I have one. I do not have a bottle, Ark, unfortunately. But I will look for one, and when I do, we will get you that screenshot. Yeah, yeah, for the subsistence MGO. Man, I remember being just slaughtered in the kill house levels. I used to write about MGO 2 for PlayStation Magazine back when it was in its heyday and had a lot of features on it, especially when the expansions came out. And it was a joy to play and a joy to write about. Unfortunately, the way the servers are right now kind of emphasizes one of the biggest problems with it, which is that for all of the nuance that you can tease out through the weirdness of the design and the skills and everything, at the end of the day, an M4 headshot just just like just like rules the game. It's a shame. It almost feels more like a one-off when something weird, silly, and Byzantine, which is super appropriate to Metal Gear, pays off as a strategy. Whereas I feel like that should be maybe one of the more regular occurrences. Travis, I need you to get a gun there, buddy. Oh my God. Oh Jesus! Run, 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 run! Okay, where am I going? Yeah, it is a shame to have these online games, these worlds that we're so familiar with and have so many good memories of, but just whether because the community has become so rarefied that it's like a lizard's tail of participation, and it's just maybe a little too good and forbidding, or if it's something like Team Fortress 2 where you know it that has had its own series of changes. It's just a shame when those things are no longer accessible in the way they used to be. That's sadly what time does. And yeah, Viper, that frustrated me because I love like one of the things that MGO2 did, which I really enjoyed, was it brought a lot of the weirdness and the humor of Metal Gear's design to a multiplayer game. So you could have these weird things where you know, you stand on a pedestal um, in a mall that is the subject of PMC combat, and you can stand on a pedestal and make your soldier do a weird pose and then captivate the gawking eyes of anybody who runs by, so your team can then, grab them and do the SOP stab. Just really goofy things like that. But then there's like, headshot central, which is the most effective way to win. And unfortunately, that's what people go for. Typically, I think, is the most effective way to win, regardless of whether or not it is the most fun or interesting. All right, back going to the polio ward. All right, let's try the staircase. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the metagame element is unfortunately going to dominate when it becomes apparent. Oh, yeah, Viper. So Toe in chat reminded me of this because I forgot it. But this area is really going for the Dutch angles that you talked about last time. Let's kind of just take this slowly to appreciate how much this thing is swinging. Like, whoop. It's just crazy. Yeah, Charm was one of my favorite things to do. Would be Charm and C4 and or like C4 and Trap Master and CQC3. So you could it's Trap Master and CQC1. Anyway, whichever one would enable you to grab somebody, and then you could do the classic MGS, like set the C4 on their back and then throw them down and run away, and then wait for them to regroup with their friends and then blow them up. It's just choice shenanigans. And yes, box rush. Hal, I don't remember if I think you were part of some of these games that I played with Ashura. Um, we developed what I call the Heaven Smile strategy, which is one of you equips box rush, so you can go in there and avoid headshots and stuff like that and get in there really quickly. The other one equips Trap Master and CQC1. It's a friendly fire, but you grab your own teammate and you put the trap on their back, and then they get in their box and they rush into a group of enemies. And if they make it close enough without getting killed, you set off the trap, and it clears out a lot of them. And C4 is very good, but it especially is effective with the sleep gas because that stuff sprays a trail and you can get like a whole corridor. It's amazing, and you feel very clever and fun for doing it. And I remember for a video podcast long ago with when MGO went offline, I did like a video representation of that, but it was so badly produced. Who is it? Okay. Maybe I just can't stomp those. It would be cool to grab somebody and re-record that. And I mean, the downside is everybody might be too good for it to really work anymore. So whoever is the parcel carrier would definitely need to be good enough to sneak in. So Metal Gear Online 2 was a lot of fun. It had a lot of really creative design ideas, and I really appreciated what that game did. All right. So I've got all of these mirrors just like weaving in and out of the psych hospital. Other world. And I'm wondering... Wait, is this? No, okay, I haven't been here before. Amber incident report. Male child entered through the sanitarium unchallenged, and we got through into female seclusion. Entered female seclusion room 5, at which point orderly Michaels observed him and alerted me. Boy was the child of a visitor and was taken away by his father. So this would be Travis, using his childlike, precocious ability to transfer his presence through the mirror and traverse like he's doing now. Doors to female seclusion were left unlocked by the orderly, and the staff in the lobby failed to notice the boy when he arrived in the mezzanine area. Lock ward doors. Yep. Oh! Okay, now I'm on the other side of this shenanigan business. And I'm wondering if maybe... the other thing that I flushed down is going to appear in the West Pipe Room. Is that the box rush victory? Of which, yes, I am quite proud that it is a lovely day when shenanigans pay off for strategy. Okay, I am out of gun ammo, so that is not a great idea. No, I'm not playing this on a CRT. I'm able to run the signal from the PS2 into a component and then convert component into HDMI, which then I can split, send to my computer and to my TV. Oh, well, maybe that's not going to happen. Maybe this is only meant to give me access to stairs. But yeah, one of the amazing things about Box Rush in that game is that it is a very, using the box well, using it speedily is a great way to stealth and sneak in. And then at the very moment of attack, you are covered only in corrugated paper and you scream. Scream and dash. It is the dumbest thing, and it's very dear to my heart. Okay, so that's collapsed. I would really like something that has a red cross on it to be a health item, but alas. I agree. MGO2 was not did not have the flair and the just weird Baroque quality that MGO2 did that made it very special to me. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and save real fast. I think this says nurses in here. Oh, okay, good, it doesn't. I feel like we've got to be getting near the end of this hospital, and I definitely want to accomplish at least that before calling the stream. I never played enough to get to the uniques. I'm assuming that one of them is Punish Snake and the other one is Ocelot. Who is the third? Is it Quiet? Ah, gotcha. Hmm. Okay, so I'm taking a left here. And I'm going upstairs. Right? Is this... Oh, it's blocked off. Okay. So there's the commode, but I've already done that. And I don't think there's anything more to do there. Maybe... No, that doesn't make sense. Like, I'm thinking maybe, like, I could go to patient belongings and warp back through and come back in, but I don't think that's a thing that I need to do. I guess, like, basically I'm trying to figure out why they let me come back to the regular world through that mirror here, if it's just like an option that I have, or if that's like the guided way forward. Alright, let's go back to the other world and see if there's anything left to explore. Okay, I can try running down this hallway to the west pipe room. Pardon. In fact, I can do no such thing. Okay, so there's nothing for me here. I'm just going to run down, race down, and get to the end, and then go up those stairs. Oh, Travis, you're killing me, buddy. Okay. Alright, cool. We're going to let him recover some stamina here. Silver Case and Flower, Sun, and Rain are really excellent. I am about an hour into 25th Ward and set it aside, but that's it just because stuff happened and I never picked it back up and I lost my place and I don't remember what's happening. So basically through no judgment of that game. Yeah, definitely. Travis Strikes Again made me very interested in seeing all those things, all those pieces pulled into a single universe. Oh, finally. I get to some seclusion cells. Oh god. Oh no. I don't like this at all. Oh god. Please be open. Ah, damn it. Okay. Oh man, like the half-second delay between any button press and input, any button press and like reaction is just an element of stress that I don't think is maybe intentional, uh, but certainly is effective. And yeah, no, the Kill the Past series is very good. It's very weird. It's very idiosyncratic, and I think it's proof that if you just go out there and you make something that is as weird as you need it to be, you're gonna find the right audience. So this doesn't seem good. I am very excited about No More Heroes 3. I feel like Suda's games are like they're one of the few things that I wind up looking forward to on release. Okay, so I picked up a razor here. Was that a key item? It was not. No. Okay. Health drink. Dressmaker's dummy. Looks like a changing screen of some kind. Okay. That fork looks takeable. Piles of uneaten food. So I feel like this level is a little bit long. I feel like my interest in the side stories is diminishing and I'm ready for a change of scenery, or at least a sense of progress, because there does not seem to be anything of value in that room. Oh, an item. Cool. So does that mean there are pills in here that I need to take? Hmm. I like his incredulity there. Hat boxes. Um, Like, if I'm being honest, I also really want there to be a puzzle or a solution in here so that I can not have to run through that hallway with the nurses again. Because I don't want to spend the ammo on them, but I think I might need to, because it might come down to a choice of spending the ammo or spending the health items. If I can lure them out one at a time, I can probably take care of them. Well, that's a big no. That's not a nurse. That's a pain in the ass. Okay. Jeez. Okay. So there are a couple more doors down there that I haven't tried, and I think I'm going to need to go down there. I think this means it is time to use this gun. I do think the idea of the melee items is pretty cool. I just wish that they were not as cumbersome to use as they are. Let's get out of here. Can I go in here? All right, good. For Suda games, I would recommend starting with Killer 7. It is kind of in the middle of a lot of the Kill the Past series, but it's also standalone, and it is going to give you a pretty good taste of, story-wise, what you're going to get for the rest of Suda. Travis, man, I really need you to find something we can use to advance the story. Okay. These are... It's the pill puzzle. So, okay, let's go back here. Red, blue, yellow, green, blue. Red, blue, yellow, green, blue. Nope. I guess it's possible since these two rooms... Let's see. Well, I'm pretty sure I got that right. Let's try this again. You know what? I think these two are reversed. Pardon me. I am unclear what we need to do. My patience is running a little thin. If anybody in chat wanted to look up the solution to this puzzle, I would not say no. Well, the statues they represent patience, and I got this medication chart from another room that tells me which medications they need. And I'm guessing I need to put the pills in their mouths in the right order, but I am doing that, and kind of brain tired and really don't feel like going back to the other room to cross-reference. So, well, I'm sure there's a logic to it. Thank you so much. I thought the knife doll was in room number 1. But, alright. Blue. Well, I think it is asking you to infer, because there are signs both inside and outside the rooms indicating which patient is which. Oh, I totally thought the dude with the knives was the one second. The dude with the knives was the guy with the razors. There we go. Dr. Harris's key. Okay. Maybe this will end the level. Okay. Oh, come on, you're back alive again? Like, I was expecting an enemy to be out here, but these guys are uniquely obnoxious because they can do that sort of QTE style attack on you. Alright, Travis, rest up. thank you. And no thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad I tricked you into being in work on time. Oh, no. That's gonna hurt. Always glad to be of service in the interest of better habits. That was one of the dog, worm, human butt monsters that show up and take a lot of resources to kill. Okay. Oh, interesting. I haven't played Stalker. I'm not familiar with that that particular enemy. I hear you, buddy. We're both ready. Oh, thank God. Oh, the Yokosta artifact, of course, because it's his mom. Helen Grady arrived today. Oh, nifty, we're getting tender music. What a conscientious person. This is quite a nice track. I like it. Okay, so now I have the Yokosta key. So now we're going to take a left out of here. Okay, through the solarium. Actually, it looks like this might be a moment because the music is sustaining. And I also think that the monster that was in that room formerly is gone. Okay. All right. Ark, I agree. I think it is a competent Silent Hill. And if I were not kind of like hitting my mark of stream fatigue, I think I would probably have a little more patience with the level. I think in my mind I'd like to get that finished and go grab some dinner. But we're like right here at the end, so and now kind of the way that they have cleared the path through all these doors to get to the Otherworld Mirror, which lets me access the Yokosta key point, makes sense. Yeah, I think it's a solid game. I think the story is good. I think the way that they parallel Travis's and Alessa's um, experiences, I think that's interesting, for sure. Um, and the only complaint that I have is that there is this delay between input and feedback. Okay. Let's see our reward. Lisa.
Lisa? You're here too? Can you see all this stuff? Is it all dark for you too?
It's so sad. They can't do anything for her. She just sits there. She wants her boy so badly.
Who are you talking about? Is the girl inside? Alessa? Is Alessa in there?
No. No! You know who's in there!
I'm guessing this is his mom. Yeah, that's his mom with him as a devil child. Oh, good. Here's a save point. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is the boss. And we'll go ahead and clear this out to cap off the stream.
Mama? Daddy said you were dead. Are you dead? I'm not dead. Locked away. Out of sight, out of mind, not dead. I asked them to bring my boy to me.
Mama.
Come here, boy. Let Mama take a look at you.
Run, 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 buddy! Does that do it? I think that did it. We're no longer getting auto-target. Okay. Finally.
This is just like before. What's happening here? That thing, it couldn't have been. Are you making this happen? Are you doing this? Wait. No. Don't go. I need to know.
Yeah, the twitching is kind of a throwback to the one of the source inspirations, which is the film Jacob's Ladder. There are enemies and demons that have that sort of head movement behavior. Okay. What? Oh, wait. Is that... Oh, okay. There we go. I got turned around. That was what? Ticket for the Artaud Theater, which I'm guessing is my next destination. And yeah, I'm going to find a save point here, but first I'm going to go grab some dinner, and thank you everybody for coming out. I'm going to call the stream here now that we've hit the boss fight. And yeah, so on Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to continue the GunCon 2 streams. Going to play Dino Stalker, the third Dino Crisis game that is using the light gun. So I'm going to play that then, and next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to continue with this, part 3 of Silent Hill Origins, Travis's Big Day. So, Ark, Frigid, thanks for coming out, Hal, Mode 7, and yes. I think that's everybody who was recently talking. Sorry, my brain's a little fried, so anyway, have a great night. I'll see you soon.